Alrighty, day 3 of Hearthstone. 5 and 6, the challenges we're going to tackle today. Sharky McFinn. Destroy a random damaged minion. In theory, that'll still work despite our stealth, but we'll have to make sure when it happens. Now, one of the things you can do when you have the whole minions have stealth thing is you can also just go face heavily.
Rock and Issue versus Sharky McFinn.
You have the option.
Give up your treasures!
Rog. Okay, Rog. Now this is always going to open in our hand, just like the old days. But the question is, do we want it to? I think as we get to the more long-term matchups, we will, but right now the answer is no. And I'm actually going to keep Thorson, because I love him. Nice. Good mulligan card.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
What's nice about the... this is probably like one of the worst ones you can pull. What's nice about the quests is I can be getting cards into my hand that satisfy its requirement and not worry about, you know, having to deal with it. I don't want this to be dead. We don't really know what he's rocking here. I don't think he needs to be dead that badly. Also, pretty high in the curve right now.
So fun.
Ah, Haunted Creeper. I've missed you. Well. Okay, good. I was hoping for something that wouldn't let us play it this turn.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Could kill 2 spiders. Get the light still get out of here. Taking a little bit of pain, but not too worried yet. So you can see what's tempting here, which is this ability with this next turn. For 10 treasures. Problem is, it means we can't really play anything this turn, but I think I'm going to do it because it's funny. It's greedy as hell, but we know our turn 6 play. We can indeed do that, but that's okay. 2 mana for the joy of killing a 1-1. It does mean we have to be cognizant of that if we ever want to start trading with the minions we want to keep around. So, I mean, right now we're a smidge behind, but we have big turns coming up, starting with...
Free of that blasted talent!
Okay, destroy all the minions. The Boomba.
Behold!
The candles is nice. See, I always have 10 treasures, why not? You want to attack? Nope, armor. That's fine, we pretty hard win the end game here. Now, the downside is we can't really trade with these minions if we want to keep this alive. So the question is, do I want to keep it alive? And I don't think I do.
Try more!
I mean, we could get a free magic trick out of it.
We're a free glacial mystery!
But I'd rather get him going.
Unleash the beast.
Now, that's not great to see in a lot of formats, but in the case of this, it's not the end of the world. I mean, that kind of solves all of our problems at once. The stealth doesn't do anything for us, but Wind Fury, Lifesteal is what I'm specifically looking at here.
Maximum
And I suppose
chaos.
the Divine Shield we could use to kill here. Now, until he can activate his hero power, he actually can't inspire this, so we're not worried about that aspect of it, but that's awfully strong. So I'll start here. It's free. I have less of the need for armor now, because I'm just going to do this. Hit here. Get some health. Hit here. Ping this. Could frostbolt it, but this turn. He's in some real trouble. I'm most amused by just doing this. This.
The icy winds of Northland will consume your soul!
And everything gets cheaper. Of course, we normally would have 0-1s in that spot, but because of the health and attack being flipped, they just basically add 2 legendaries into my hand. In some ways, it's easier, because I can't ping my own 0-1s right now, because they'd be stealthed, but all don't need to. I mean, we're practically winning here. We might as well just play whatever's the biggest things possible. I should have done that in the other order, but it really doesn't matter at this point. So, let's see what Waisha RJ pulls. I don't know if we've seen that card before now. Maybe I mulliganed it once. It's been chilling there pretty much the whole time. Oh, it's him in the face. Didn't pretend feels fun. We could have gone back to full health, but nah. So, it's number 5, which means we get a new treasure here. Emerald Goggles is pretty strong with what we're rocking right now. All 3 of these are pretty solid. The problem is we don't have a ton of battle cries. I mean, we have Syndragosa, which would give us 4 legendaries. We have Babbling Brook. What else is in here that has any battle cries, though? I guess Earthen Ring Farseer, Messenger Raven, just the one, though. That's about it, yeah. Still not bad, but to me, since we're going with expensive minions, having a way to clear things out of our hand more quickly feels pretty strong. Now, granted, you can do the same thing with Crystal Gem, but this lasts into the late game, which is what we're going into right now. I would have liked this one if it was the first treasure more. But because we're going into the late game where you often have more than 10 turns, I'm going to take these. All 3 are good choices, though. Huh.
Well, do you want collect ghosts or collect ghosts?
That's pretty strong considering it'll have stealth. Spell Spinner and Babbling Brook are not bad either. Hard to go wrong with any of these. This is probably too much card draw for us. Although we do have a little bit of help now with, the left-hand card being 2 cheaper. I think Go Big is not terrible, but has no interest for me. I like Value Town. Imagine this.
There's some crazy dives down here in the underbelly.
Waisha RJ pulling this. That's the Dream.exe right there. Let's say hi to Bob again. Into the 4th and 6th encounters, so we have our last chance to kind of modify things here. I don't think he shows up a 3rd time.
Ah, friendly face. Usual?
Dr. Boom. Alright, so what do we have down here? I might just take Dr. Boom. I like Dr. Boom. Remove all friendly minions in play from your deck. Well, that's not the worst, but 4 spells reduce the cost of 1 by 3. We have some cheap spells. Friendly minion always starts in your hand. And a friendly minion gets +4/+4 but costs 2 more. So unfortunately, we do not have a way to cycle out the minions and hope for some better, stronger ones on our side. So the question really is, do I ever want to start with these in my hand? No, not really. So this is a good one sometimes. Right now, it's not really helpful. +4/+4, I mean, it's not awful, but not really. If it wasn't, I could still do this.
Let's be bad guys.
Like, this is decent, but we're still not going super spell heavy. We saw a fun combination we could do with it, but let's be honest. That was cutesy and pretty fringe. The likelihood of that happening again in the last couple challenges is not high. This one, though, I mean, we just don't have expensive spells.
Take your time. Enjoy the atmosphere.
So, I mean, we're doing this for sure. Might as well get it over with. We have 1 mana left, and it is rather tempting for this. The downside of the left-hand card being 2 cheaper is, you know, if you stack a 10 mana one there, a YSHRJ for example, it'll be 8, but you still can't play it till turn 8. So you're hoping for low-cost cards on the left side to get a bunch out and get tempo out of it, but we'll see. I guess for the sake of keeping things flowing, we'll hope for a good one here. Didn't work great. I suppose I would like... Do I want to remove these minions is the question now. There it is, 0 mana. Yeah, the problem is these are among our cheaper minions, so if we're talking about the thing I was just mentioning, I think we're going to keep this.
I'll put it on your tab.
Dramus. Custom exotic pet. I'm getting rid of Babbling Brook, you know? Book. He's so fun.
Issue versus Dramus.
Give up your treasures!
Customer! No, just give me a minute!
I think we're going to keep this. Part of the reason for that will become clear very soon. Permanent stealth and 2 cheaper. And now you can kind of see why we've kept that. 2 cheaper. 2 cheaper. Actually, I really can't spend the mana. I could technically, like, play this. There's not any reason to. It's not on the left-hand side anyways.
Wait a minute! You're not a customer! I keep some common pets around too.
Thorison. Good to see you. Good to see you. The other one we have, not the 7/7.
Me?
I've got a big enough cage to lock you up in. This one's popular. It's easy to trade.
I kind of want to get Thorison down next turn, and I can if I do this. I do this. I do that. I'll put the Lich King on the left, but
This isn't Moonblade.
guess what? Turn 4 Thorison moves into the left, reduces his cost by 1. Next turn he'll be 5 mana. Seems good.
This one'll knock you off your feet.
Do I want this 3/4 out of here?
Warriors of the frozen
The future is Behold the tools of creation.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems good. Look at this massive thing. A 5/7 for 5. Am I just fireballing this? I guess that's the question, right? Now this is where this gets interesting. We have value coming from everywhere. We can play cards on the left cheaper. We can play cards on the right to draw more cards. The ideal situation, of course, is if it's 1 card in hand, it's supplying both conditions at once. I think that we start here.
Time to turn up the heat!
We play this for free.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Kind of want to make more room on my board.
Spells are fun.
Even though we could hero power to get rid of that, let's trade it. Death and Decay is too strong to play right now, so I think we do this instead. I want this for Thorison. This.
Behold the tools
Hey.
of creation.
New friend.
Return to nothing.
In theory, we have lethal next turn. All this value is kind of just piling on, really, but we'll see. yeah, no, that's that'll do. So like we can do this just for fun. It's so fun. We can play this just for fun. Seems pretty good. So earlier in the run, when I referred to like these combo possibilities getting pretty insane, this is the type of stuff we're talking about, and it gets worse than this. Archmage Arugula. Pretty cheesy. Relatively strong in this deck, too. Sylvanas is always nice. Crypta is whatever. Secrets we don't care about. Easy choice. So we got 2 left.
Sent adventurers to stop us. They'll do anything for money. And we're the bad guys.
Yep. Definitely a victim here. We have a pretty solid deck going. Relatively confident in this run, although you never know. Sometimes these hero powers can get pretty nuts. But yeah, next time we have the last 2 challenges. That's the Friday video. Next week, Cold Steel is back, as we've mentioned. Goodbye.